Hi there, it's Rob here from Tums. I hope you're well. Welcome to this legs, bumps and tums training session. Now this one is all about the essentials of regular exercise. Really great workout all around for you. If you're just trying to get back into training or just trying to understand a little bit more about fitness, this is definitely the class for you. So grab yourself a pint of water. Cheers, take a sip. Lick around your lips, put that away safely to the side. Okay, as always, check around in your space. So check around one way, check around the other, make sure you've got plenty of room. Just check above your head, make sure your hands aren't going to go into any light figures. Okay, let's find a space. As you'll notice here, I'm in barefoot, so I'd like to do the same if you can, given the circumstance wherever you are. So we're going to start off here with a nice, easy jog. Just bouncing it nice and light on the toes, swinging the arms. Just shake your body out, get yourself ready for training. Keep it nice and light. And if you don't normally work out in barefoot, then this is the time just to get used to it, get yourself set up, working out ready for this session. From there, let's stretch across our body. Don't worry about where your feet go for the moment. Just concentrate on your feet staying flat to the floor each time. Get as much rotation as you can through the body. What we're trying to do here is get the pelvis warmed up, the body moving around. We're getting a bit of rotation here, getting a bit of blood flow all the way to all those vital joints. They've always got it anyway, but getting a bit more into it anyway. So stretch up high, reach up and over, push and reach. And now we're going to work with a bit of a side step. So you're going to go a little bit wider each time. And now I want you to try and focus on what your feet are doing. So our feet should be staying nice and forward. Keep going with your side step. You want to have your second toes nice and parallel to each other. And we're leading with the outside of the ankle here, side to side. So we're then stretching and reaching, pushing and launching. From here, we're going to go over to the right side. And we're going to push, stretch. Each time the opposing leg going out to the side, stretching hard and long. Get as much movement here as you can. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and 1 more. Let's go over to the side. Big stretch and reach. Shoulders retracted. Lift your chest up high. Here we go. 5 more, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. March it out. So from here, stand on your right leg and work your left knee up. Now drive your pelvis forward, lift your chest up nice and high, and swing your arms into it if you can. Now our challenge is for this foot, it's got to stay off the floor at all times. Now if you need to, grab the wall, but if you've got it, keep pumping it. 5 more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's change leg, drive leg. Hips forward, shoulders back. Big deep breaths. Foot's got to stay off the floor. Really work on the stability of the underside of that left foot. Drive that right knee up as high as you can. 2, 1. From here, stand on the right leg. We're working on a heel kick up. Slow control, slow low. A way to really feel your hamstrings, these muscles on the back of our leg. Every time we're driving them up strong. Slowly lowering that down again. Now each time as well, we're trying to get full extension through that leg. That foot hovering the floor. Chest stays high, pelvis drives forward. Real strength from the pull up. Again, the foot's got to hover the floor, not touch it. Change the leg. Here we go. Pelvis forward, chest lift, pull yourself up tall. Strengthen the hamstring. When you get to the top point, give a little pull. Keep the strength all the way through those hamstring fibers. Chest stays lifted. Get your pelvis forward. You feel a little pinch in your back and your hip flex at the same time. You're probably in the right place. 1 more. Shake it out. Roll your hips. Might find you got a little bit tight there on your hips or your back. Standing leg kick lateral. So from here, our left leg goes out wide. We're going to lift the left knee in between each one. Stabilize and straight. Now, get your bum to go from here to here. Lift. Out. Knee lift. Wide. Knee lift. Keep it strong here. Really think about centering your body, lifting up through the chest. 2 more here. 1 more. Let's change leg. Wide knee kick out wide. Now, as this foot comes out wide, those feet are staying parallel. They're side by side as we lift up and through. Now, don't worry about how wide that abduction is, i.e. how wide this leg is going out to the side. But if you want to try and get a bit more range, you can bring a finger to the wall and try that lift a little bit higher. You might be feeling it all around here. This pelvis is now woken up, working hard. 2 more here. 1 more here. Come on, keep that stabilizer strong. Shake it out. Roll your hips. Imagine you're hula hooping here. Whip the hips round. Counterclockwise now. Drive it back. Looking good. Now this time, you're using the wall behind you. We're going to balance. We're going to check that our standing leg is going to take the flex. The fingertips are on the wall just for a bit of stability. You can be using a chair, back of a settee, whatever you've got beside you. You're going to balance, knee lift in, kick back out long. Now, if you feel like you can drop the arms off the wall and hold your balance, go for it. Again, trying to get as much extension through that back leg. Now, as you're doing this, I want you to feel what's happening to that foot behind you. I'm going to turn backwards on for you. Are you turning your foot here so your foot is supinated? Are you turning it around this way? Are you turning it laterally? I want you to see if you can get this foot nice and flat. So on extension, those knuckles are ground parallel. Okay, so you're all the way through here. We haven't rotated, we haven't got it behind us or in between us. It's a straight line. Imagine your feet are fist gap apart here, and on extension, they're still fist gap apart. Change leg, let's go. From here again, high knee lift. Again, feeling what's happening in that leg as it extends. Does it stay straight? Or does it rotate behind you or comes out laterally away from you? Can you keep it in plane? You might find all sorts of things going on. Perhaps in the standing leg, you might find that hamstrings popping away on extension. You might find you can't get your knuckles ground to the floor. You might find you rotate your ankle. Get those knuckles parallel to the floor. 2 more here. 1 more here. And release. Shake it out. From there, feet go wide. Hinge. Chin drop. Stretch over. Come back up to hinge. Reach. Back in and lift. Hi Chris, how you doing? Looking good. Up and through. Drop and turn. Pelvis drives forward at the top. And this is all about movement. We're trying to get our hips to sink back behind us. We've got our feet round to the floor. Now this is a really great exercise because I want you to feel what happens in your feet. They want to be staying nice and parallel to each other. First point. Second point, imagine that your foot is a triangle. So from big toe to little toe to heel has got to stay engaged down to the floor. 2 more here. 1 more here. Looking good. Let's change side. Now, this isn't just a case of just bend over and reach. This is a case of trying to get that pelvis out of the way and back. And as you come up, you'll really come through into a neutral to posterior position here. Again, feel what's happening in that foot. Is it big toe, little toe, heel to the floor, taking all the load? Or are you rolling your foot? Are you staying on the inside of the foot? Have you rolled to the outside of the hip? What's going on there? 2 more now, come on. Last one. And release, butt kick. Nice, again, checking those feet nice and parallel. And it doesn't matter how fit you are. That should have worked you no matter what level of fitness you currently are. Keep those feet nice and parallel. Drive your pelvis forward. Nice. Here, we're going to stretch right. We're going to knee kick in. So we're driving those arms up as high as we can. And then we're knee flexing up tight into that position. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's change side. Let's go again. Pull in and drop. Again, get your pelvis forward, lift your chest. Keep yourself up as upright as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. And shake it out. Okay. Grab a drink of water. Cheers. Well trained. Okay, so from here, we're going to work on some squats. Essential move to go with the essential work we've done so far. Grab yourself some light weights. If you haven't got any light weights, anything from your cupboard is going to work nicely. And from here, 1 weight in each hand. Just make sure the same weight roughly, same kind of grip required. Now, squats. If you struggle with squats, grab a chair, sit yourself down into a chair or onto a stool. Okay, if you struggle with depth of squat, it's probably because of ankle instability or ankle immobility. So, I've got a platform here, bit of 2 to 3 timber. I'm going to stick my heels on that. We're going to work on the depth of the movement. So, feet fist gap apart. Pelvis drive forward, lift your chest. From here, let's drop down. Nice deep squat. Take all the power through your legs and slowly lift up. Now, everyone on Zoom there, really quick. So let's drop and slow into position. Nothing powerful, nothing quick in this move. Slow control, feeling all the muscle fibers having to work. We'll work roughly 5 seconds down. And then we're going to work 5 seconds back up. At all times, we can keep this breastbone up nice and tall. Chest working hard. Strength through the thighs. When you get to the top, take the weights to your shoulders and push through into shoulder press. Let's go again. Slow control drop. Get yourself nice and tight to this low position. Keep the chest up high. Take that deep breath in, breathe out. It's got to be slow, really, really slow. Feel everything working. Legs, glutes, hip flexors, waist to shoulders. Drive and power through. This isn't about how many reps you can do. This is about how slow and controlled can you do it. Now, at any point on the move of the squat, you should be able to hold a position at any time. Now, as we go through, shoulder press again. As we're dropping through, equal pressure through your feet. Get yourself to that lowest position. As maximal amount of knee flexion, ankle and hip flexion as you possibly can. Really think about bringing those knees in, knees fist gap apart, pelvis driven forward, weights to shoulder and extend it again. Nothing quick, slow control drop. Keep it slow on the extension again. Top of your head is going to be parallel to that ceiling. So you're going to have to lift that chin up and get those legs, those thighs really working hard. Get the extension. Get your hips driven forward. So your weights are fully supported by the whole of your skeleton. We're going to drop again. We've got one more to go. Oh, it's a long way down there today. And take note, my left was giving way a little bit quicker than the right. As we come back up again, I'm now going to force that left side to work just that little bit harder. My glutes are fully engaged. The strength is here, we press. Now, if you're a little bit more advanced in your training, shake out both legs. You're now going to increase the weight. So, you're going to increase the weight and decrease the speed. Let's go. Big, deep breaths. Now in this position here, I want you to just have a little rock on your ankles. No matter how much your heel is elevated, get some movement in the ankles. Our ankles don't do as much as they used to. Take a deep breath in. Slow control, breathe out, keep the knees in plane, let the pelvis come forward, and let the drive through the legs. Tuck it up. Is everything underneath the elbow? Then drive the hands to the ceiling. This time the weight's going to come out wide. Keep it slow and controlled. Let's go again. Everything slow, everything controlled. Got to check that feet position. Big toe, little toe, down to the floor. We drive through the legs. The chest comes up high, the breastbone high. The glutes are fired. If you can't, at this point here, feel your glutes engaged, then tighten up and think about your fall. Slow lateral release. One last one. Drop. Feel everything that's going through those legs. Lift the chin. The crown of the head is up parallel to the ceiling. We drive. We draw thrust. We're going to chin high. The glutes fired hard. Strong. Up through into position. Lift. Weights at the shoulder. Press hard. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Slowly lower. Wide through lateral. And dropping the weight. Shake it out. Good work. Okay, so from here, standing on the right leg. Weights to shoulder. Lateral kick. Back in. Lateral kick again. Now our target here is the chest is staying perpendicular, right angles to the floor, i.e. your chest is parallel to the wall beside you. So we're avoiding the lean to the side. We're working on the extension through the body. Four more here. As the feet come back together, check that they're parallel. And as you press through the position, as the foot comes back together, the foot stays off the floor. That might require you to hitch the pelvis slightly higher, and you'll feel your tummy muscles are having to work a little bit harder. We'll work one more here, please. Drive. And release. Shake it out. Take a walk around. Oscillate your pelvis. Get your hips moving. Move your platform out of the way if that's in your way. Here we go. Curl the weights to your shoulders. Feet fist gap apart. Hitch the right hip this time. Let's go. Lift. Big, strong lateral raise kick. Go again. Wide kick. Keep that torso up nice and straight and strong. 4 to work. Let's go. 4, 3, 2. Come on, is that standing leg taking all the load? Or are you having to put that foot down in between? 1. And rest. Shake out your shoulders, roll your pelvis. Upright row. Now with here, it's not an upright row here. I want you to run forward, your chest lifted. You're working your shoulders nice and straight. 4 more here. 3 more here. Really feel your glutes are engaged. 2 more here. Last 1. And rest. Weight step. Grabbing your mats, lay down onto the floor. Well trained, guys. Good stuff. Let's go. Dropping it down. Okay. So an essential for me is a great stretch out, pulling your toes away, and trying to squeeze your lower back into the floor. From there, the next essential has to be arms down by your side, feet flat to the floor, knees nice and parallel, fist gap apart, into your bridge. So back bridge up, glutes nicely engaged, abs in tight. Slowly allowing vertebrae by vertebrae of the spine to curl your back down to the floor again. We're then going to lift again. We're going to curl up through the spine. We're going to drive the pelvis forward and high. And then slowly control it, lowering it back down to the floor. We're going to work 3 more here. And I would put this as a daily exercise for you. It doesn't have to be a much. We're just simply getting out of bed in the morning, doing 4 squats, 4 back bridge work, 4 press-ups, 4 sit-ups. For the rest of your life, I believe will elongate your life and reduce your stress. Keep it easy. Take the confusion out of exercise and nutrition. Stretch out. Roll to the right side. Now, given how little we do with adduction and abduction, so the bottom leg's coming up here is adducting towards the midline, and the top leg is coming away from the middle of the body, so that's abduction there. We do so little in adduction. So we take on your side, you've got my top leg is my left leg. I'm going to take that left foot in front of the right leg. I'm going to work on those leg raises on the right leg. Each time, controlling it up and through, slowly controlling it back down again. Now, the challenge here is this leg has got to stay off the floor. It's a straight leg raise, it's a straight leg lower, and the ankle, the side of the leg is all staying off the floor. We'll add 2 more here. 1 more here. And relax. Change side. Rolling onto the left side. Take the right leg over and in front. Use your right hand to stabilize and support it, driving pelvis forward. Keep a straight line through your torso, through your nose, through to your toes. You can choose to drop your head down to the floor. I want you to try and get from your toes to your heel, flat down to the ground. Now this leg has to stay off the floor. And if this leg shakes more than the other, good work. 3 more here, please. 2 more here. Last one. And we'll shake it out. Great training session today. Laying on your left side, pick up your right foot. Drive your hips forward. Keep a little gap between the knees and feel a stretch through the front of that top right thigh. What I love about that training session is everything was slow, controlled, all essential work in my opinion. Lots of other exercises you could bring in that might be your essentials. Shake it out, swap it over. You can roll over or you can just grab the one foot if you've got the strength to keep the other leg lifted. You can give a little push into that hand with your foot. And release. Shake it out. Taking yourself up through to standing. As we come into standing, our feet fist gap apart. We hinge from the hips. Put a nice big stretch all the way through the back of the legs. And there we come through to standing to elevate both arms. Take the left hand between the shoulder blades into a tricep stretch. Again, feel what's happening in your feet. Big toe to little toe, flat down to the floor. And then toes to heel, flat down as well. We're going to stretch and swap again. And then we're going to release. Really good. Interlock your fingers, roll it one way, get some wrist flexibility back into it. Roll back to one and well trained. As always, grab your water, hydrate well after that training session. If I can help at all, get in contact, send us a message, and we'll go from there. You've done really well. It's a great training set. Lots of potential training there. A real proof as well that by slowing down the exercise, you can really massively improve the dexterity of the muscles. So really, really well done. I'll see you next time for the next one. Well trained. Very good work, guys.